Why were the parents being misled? Number one, first and foremost. Number two, what was the delay in informing the parents about the reality about what had really happened? Third, why was the suicide theory even floated in the first place? Who was the hospital trying to shield? Why did Sandeep Ghosh not file a formal complaint? These are some very important questions which I hope to put across to my guests at this point. Dr. Nikhil Prasoon, spokesperson of the BJP, Tauseef Rehman, national spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress, PK Jain, retired senior IPS officer, and Dr. Sanjeev Bagai, chairperson of Nephron. Thank you all, gentlemen, for joining me at this point. Tauseef, I'll start with you at this point. For 4 days, this probe was with the Kolkata police and by default under the administration of the Bengal government. Yeah. These are some very key questions that still are not being answered. Why did Sandeep Ghosh not file a police complaint, which is why initially the case was registered as an unnatural death? Why did the hospital try and pass this off as a suicide when it was very evident from a body, given the brutality and the state in which the mortal remains were, that it possibly was not suicide? Why were the parents told it was suicide? And why was there a delay? Now, these are questions. And why was Sandeep Ghosh, of course, rehabilitated in 4 hours? These are questions which, even after the CBI has taken over, still point back to the Mamata Banerjee government.
Good evening, Ritangshu. Ritangshu, absolutely. I mean, these points, you cannot neglect them. It's absolutely fair. And I think from the parents' angle and from the public aspect and prospectors, everything need to be answered, because this is the same thing. The parents, when they met the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, they said the same. And immediately the superintendent of RG Kar Hospital was suspended. And on the very same day at 5 o'clock, there was a letter issued to them that each and every worker of RG Kar, whether from ward by surgeon or whosoever, will be questioned and will be investigated by the Kolkata police, or if after 7 days the CBI will take over, they will investigate you as well. So you see, I mean, this mishap has happened, but I don't think so that there is any shielding processes going on. You know, this is a political motivated question, not by Miran now, not by you, but I do understand many people are arising these questions. But this question is nothing new. This question is from the day one until the 29th of August. But the main agenda is, like, did the government of West Bengal took action or not? Yes, they did, Ritangshu. And you know, at the very first day, the CM of West Bengal, she said clearly that I am giving you an ultimatum of 7 days to the Kolkata police. If you guys are not being able to capture anyone or to solve this case, absolutely this case will go to the CBI. Now, Ritangshu, it's a very sad thing. Like, all these questions are very important, has been kept over to Chief Justice, Honorable Chief Justice as well, and the documents have been suspended. But the problem is politics, Rajniti. This shouldn't happen, Ritangshu. It is a very heinous crime, and we all are facing a lot of trouble, not by answering you guys or to the opposition, but the overall situation in West Bengal. I mean, it's not a tense situation, but it is making people very upset. And of course, this thing has to come in front. Now, I just have a question. That did Mamata Banerjee, when she wanted to try to save Sandeep Ghosh, yes, he was transferred. It shouldn't happen. But at that moment of time, the protesters, the students, they just said one thing, that we don't want to see this man inside the premises. So immediately this transfer happened. But this transfer was rectified, Ritangshu. 5 o'clock, during 5 o'clock, same day, it was rectified. He was removed from there as well. Now, if you want to make a propaganda, if you want to make a political motivated thing and spread like this, I mean, I don't know what to say then. I mean, we are working for justice. And you know, Ritangshu, I have one more question, and I'll finish. I want to know, what is the course of action in the future for our sister and mother? I mean, after the incident, there are 65 brutal rape happened in India in this 12 days. I mean, what is the course of action and what is the future laid by the government, whether it's state or central?
Tauseef, that is the again, what happens in the future is a separate discussion. Also, I would like to point out that I am not sure I'm a fan of this sister and mother argument. A woman needs to be, her dignity needs to be upheld, even if she is not someone's mother or sister or daughter at this point.
Absolutely.
But yes, I'm going to make it very clear, we are not interested in propaganda, which is why we have made it very clear that we cannot authenticate the veracity of these audio tapes. But these audio tapes are saying what the parents have said in court from day one. Also,
No,
the
I
reason
don't
why
care.
I don't want to come across as someone who's
Ritanshu,
furthering a propaganda is because of my next
Ritanshu.
question. I know,
No,
I know it's
Ritanshu,
not personal, Tauseef, don't
I
worry.
just 5 seconds.
Because of my next question,
I
which is
don't
to
care.
Dr.
I don't care about this audio,
Yeah,
but
go on.
I have to respect whatever the parents have said. They have come on the camera and they have complained about this. This cannot be insensitive. I'm sure they are not going to lie that like that. We
Fair
cannot
enough.
deny that if they have said something.
Fair enough. Fair enough.